Margaret Palmer.
And that's my wife, Anne-Marie Limer on the right. Now, she lives in Chama, New Mexico, huh?
Right.
And what do you do in Chama anyway? Other than garden and have a big dog.
I did a lot of things. I was a librarian, the head librarian, and I was the head of the GED literacy program, and I did I'm just getting rid of the newspaper this month.
All of this in Chama?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. You could make a living here. We came here with not a penny.
And you didn't even have that dog yet, huh?
No, I had another dog that was meaner than this one.
So give us a little tour of your garden and I'll...
Okay.
So what kind of plants are these right here?
These are all Columbine, and that's...
These guys right here.
Yeah. I always said if you could get a flower that grew like a weed, be great. Well, Columbine grows like a weed. It's
Do you
just
have like all different colors, like the pinks
No,
and the
these
yellows?
are all yellow.
All the yellows.
Yeah, they just take over. In the backyard I have pink and blue and stuff, but in the front yard the yellow just took over. But they're pretty.
We were just on a trail. We were up by a little bit north of Taos at this place called Columbine State Park, and they had a trail. And all along the trail were these wild columbines. And so we saw different colors. We saw a couple of yellows and some like a brick red color. It was just gorgeous.
Yeah, I have one of those in the back. But anyway, that's a peony.
Peony. Yeah. Have they come up already, or they're just getting there?
They're just coming up. No, they haven't bloomed yet. And this is a phlox, and it's all purple.
Okay.
That right there, huh?
Yeah. What happened was when we moved here, nobody lived here for 5 years. And there was a place about this wide where the plants hadn't died.
Oh, goodness.
And I made it, I added a foot to it the first spring and another foot that fall. And I just took the old plants that hadn't died and I moved them out further. And little by little, now parts of it are 17 feet wide,
And they just spread and spread.
Yeah,
I love your house. It has a steel roof.
it does.
And it's is this actually a log cabin house?
Yeah, it's handmade.
Wow. That's
All
quite nice.
handmade with an axe.
And here's a couple blocks from the railroad, huh?
So no electrical tools at all, just
No
old-fashioned.
electrical tools at all. But it was built between 29 and 31. Chama's always been backwards. They were still using axes. And, I don't know if they had power tools. I think they might have, but they didn't use them on this house.
Yeah.
They used chisels for that.
Right.
That's absolutely beautiful up there.
They aren't all here yet, but they're getting here.
Are those irises?
Fabulous.
The tulips are finished, but they were beautiful. Those are irises. These are all irises in here. And there's probably going to be 30 or 40 of them when they all get going. And these are roses. And roses really... When we first moved here, you couldn't grow anything but the wild roses. These hybrid teas.
Oh, yeah.
They died.
They're finicky.
Yeah, but no, the ones I have, I planted these in about, I think 2002 or 3. But these I planted back in 1995. So they will live here.
So how did you come to live here, Margaret?
Well, my husband loved the railroad.
Oh,
My first husband. We married and moved up here the day we got married, in fact. He was already living up here. I was teaching school in Los Alamos.
Oh, okay.
I taught history.
Oh,
For
fabulous.
many years. Well, not many years. I was young. I taught, seemed like it, 6 years there, and then I came up here and taught for 2 years.
Very nice.
Before I got the job at the library, which I really loved.
So what are these plants over here?
I don't recognize this leaf.
This is a plain old daisy, Shasta daisy. And those little plants, I just dug those up off the side of the road. One little piece, and those things just took over, and they're really pretty when they bloom. They're really cute.
And what are
But
they again?
you take something off the side of the road that's never had any water.
Yeah.
in it.
Oh yeah.
You put them in a water jar, stick them down in a bunch of manure and stuff, and they turn out to be great big plants. they don't stay little tiny plants like they are cute.
Oh, and so this is a climbing rose,
Those are
then, right?
climbing roses, yeah. This is my new rose garden. Most of the roses haven't come yet. Every place where there's a stick, there's going to be a rose.
Okay, so you put in bare root then, didn't you? Is that what they're called?
I
bare
put
root?
something even different than that. First, it's an experiment. They are own root. In other words, they are not grafted. And you know, the United States right now, we're having so many rose diseases.
Yeah, yeah. They wiped out Fort Worth, the entire rose garden in the botanical garden. They had to get rid of them.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
horrible.
So anyway, these are coming from Oregon, but they were imported from England. Because
goodness.
England is not having the same
Right.
thing going on. So these are tiny babies. I have 17
They
of
are
them
small, yeah.
together. I've got 4 of them are here and 13 left to come.
Well, what a wonderful garden you have.
Feeders for the.
I see tulips over there.
Yeah, that's my last tulips. I have about 1,000 tulips,
Oh, really?
but they're not.
1,000
They're all
tulips.
done now.
Glorious.
Yeah. Yeah, I love tulips. At least 1,000. I have quite a few that are dying right now, and I'm gonna replace. I'm gonna put in 500 this fall. Because tulips are one thing that really does.
Do you have that vicious dog in the backyard?
No, she's in the house.
Just give us a quick tour of the
You know
backyard.
what's funny about that dog? She's not vicious. Now I have had a couple of vicious dogs, but she's not one of them. But she sure puts on a show, so that's all we need.
Oh, you have these. I've always wanted to grow
And
these.
bleeding hearts.
Bleeding
yeah.
hearts. Oh
They
my
do
gosh.
very well here.
They're so beautiful.
You got to be careful what you plant. Columbine, bleeding hearts. This is kind of again an experiment. But when we moved here, Mrs. Dunham, who they built the house, they had these clematis honoree. So I thought, I'd read this thing. I'm going to put a red climber there and a red climber there.
Oh my.
And they said to mix the clematis with the climbing roses. So I thought I'll do that for the heck of it. See what happens.
Those lilacs?
Yeah, that one's got to go. It's in the wrong place. But this used to be a whole, before Don built this was a whole fence made out of lilacs. But they weren't doing that well, and we needed a woodshed. So we decided
So there
to
you have it.
sacrifice
So do you burn a
them.
lot of wood in the wintertime?
Oh yeah, we do. Quite a lot. Some
Apparently
people
you have
burn
chickens.
more. Yeah, we have chickens. There's my babies. And I have fish.
Wow, this is amazing.
We've used, like somebody was saying, you've used every square inch of your property. That's our wood shed. That's our garden shed.
Yeah.
That's our wood shed.
Yeah.
This is the chicken.
So behind those two
house.
blue doors are your supplies. Huh?
All your tools.
It's just
We don't need to go
tools.
in there. It's too dark for my camera anyway.
Yeah, it's just tools.
And
And,
then you have a light bulb on here. This is for the chickens to keep them nice and warm.
well, it's on because Don washed the chicken house today, and so we're trying to dry that chicken house out. We've got a fan going. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Oh, you know what? I've watered too much, and I'm gonna have to
this
glue
is
that
funny.
back together. Yeah, we had.
Do people give you little signs?
No, I picked those out. I've had fun finding them.
Yeah, it's
Boy,
fantastic.
it's amazing how many chicken signs there are in the world.
Well, we are absolutely jealous. We love this space that you have here. You've done a great job.
They're so
And look at-
healthy looking.
Those are great looking chickens.
They are healthy.
And they're just for eggs only, huh?
They're for eggs only, yeah.
You never,
Never.
never.
My babies, no. Now this one.
That's it. Look at this space, sweetie.
looking kind of
Wow.
bad.
Stunning. They're fluffy.
Do you see that one? Isn't she pretty?
Oh my gosh, look at that breast on her.
The golden Wyandotte. I think they're so pretty. I've got new baby chicks coming in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm getting 2 more like her.
Uh-huh.
And these little red ones, they are laying fools. So I'm getting 3 more of them. And
And what kind of chickens are those white ones that are just coming out?
they're white rocks, white Plymouth rocks.
And what's this little one with
That's a Colombian Wyandotte.
Oh my goodness.
I think the Wyandottes are really cute, but they lay kind of small eggs. So you have to balance it out. We have the ones, everybody likes the ones laid by the white rocks and the little red hens. They all lay huge eggs. And like the little black hens, they lay pretty good size eggs, but nobody lays eggs like the white rocks and those little red hens.
So how long have you been keeping chickens?
Since 2009.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
And what's this space back here for? I notice it's.
That's my vegetable garden. It's just barely planted
Oh
though, because
my
it is cold here.
Jeez.
So that's part of it, but there's more of it around the corner.
Margaret, you are a woman
This is-
after my own heart. Do you knit?
No, I don't know. I really barely have time to do what I do.
I would say this would keep a person very busy.
Yeah, and then down there is a little greenhouse just for tomatoes and cucumbers, because they have to have more heat than we have.
Smells good around here.
Yeah.
It smells
Yeah,
very...
it's that lilac tree over there.
Oh, that's
my
what it
neighbor's.
is.
I was commenting about the manure.
Oh, yeah, there's manure. I'm a big time manure and leaves person.
I noticed all the bags, yes.
Yeah, manure and leaves, that's what I use.
You guys-
And this is my tomatoes.
Wow.
You have to give them a good start or you won't get tomatoes in Chama.
Yeah, you must have a...
tomatoes on them.
Do you have a short growing season here? I mean, what
Very
is
short.
it? September or something?
Well,
October? First
the
frost?
average for late freezes, the average is the 25th of May, but I've seen it freeze as late as June 15th.
I see you have lights here, huh?
Goodness.
Yeah,
Is
they
that to
come
keep
on
it
it.
warm?
They're on a timer to warm it up at night. Because tomatoes have to have at least 50 to 55 degrees nighttime temperature. And we don't get that anytime during the year.
Wow.
Tomatoes are, like my sister-in-law says, that's an expensive, those are expensive tomatoes. I said, it's a hobby. Yeah, all hobbies are expensive. You think boating, you think golfing, any hobby that isn't expensive, you could tell me what it is. I don't know.
You're absolutely right.
So this
Oh, and
is,
some of these have blossoms on
this
them
is,
already.
well, they've got tomatoes. See that little tomato down there?
Yeah,
And so
right there.
Yeah, and this one has tomatoes. I've got, and there's that one over there has a tomato. This one has a tomato. I do watch my tomatoes grow. This is a new one I haven't tried before. It's called Genuine. It's a combination of brandy wine and Genovese.
Oh, yeah.
Genovese.
We had Genovese one year.
Yeah.
We had Big Bertha. That was another one we tried in Texas, and that did pretty well.
Well, you could probably grow anything in Texas, I would think, as
Yeah,
far
we
as
got a lot of sun.
tomatoes.
Yeah, one thing that we have to worry about in Texas is they get, when summer rolls around, things just burn like...
Yeah, that's
It's
what...
just really tough.
I remarried after my husband died. My first husband's the one I moved here with. And when he died, this old college friend of mine emailed me and said, you know, we shouldn't be alone. I think we should get married. And I said...
In an email?
Well, I hadn't seen him for 50 years.
Oh, my goodness.
I said, we don't even know each other.
Yeah.
He said, oh yeah, we have. We exchange Christmas letters every year.
Sounds like he carried a torch for you.
So,
My goodness.
he kept talking about what a cute little girl I was back in
Wow.
1960.
And so how long did it take for you to decide,
Well,
okay?
well, he was a very persistent suitor. I said, no, that's ridiculous. He said, well, can I come and visit? I said,
boy.
well, you can come by. Yeah. take me to, he did.
Oh.
Then he invited me to go see Paul McCartney in Georgia. He was working in Georgia in a nuclear power plant as an engineer constructing one. And so I went down to Georgia to see Paul McCartney. And then he sent me a card every single day. He sent me a present every week.
Well, there's more garden out here. We can't finish it all. And more over there.
This is it.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
These trees are incredible.
Yeah, they were here when we moved. Cliff and I were the second owners of this house.
Oh, you've got some chives. This is your herb garden.
Well, I
Parsley.
got them mixed in, yeah. Yeah, I do. And see around the corner.
Oh, nice.
This is
Oregano.
Well, I appreciate your time and the grand tour. What a beautiful house and a beautiful garden and chickens, everything. You have it all going on.
Yeah.
Ever thought about sheep?
No sheep and no boats. Somebody said something about boats, and I said, that would be the last thing I'll let in my yard. That's my grandmother. This came from my grandmother's house. And I finally found out what it is when we took a tour of Shriner's Gardens in Oregon. And anyway, it's an old, I knew it was an old one, I didn't know how old. It was from the 20s. And then these, I bought 2 of them in the 30s. And then I've got some in the front yard. I don't know what they are, but I got them. We're going to bring them back. All these in the back.
There's some rose. Look, you got a rose hip.
Yeah, that is the sweetest smelling, nice little rose. I don't know what it is. It was here when we were here. And you cannot kill it.
Wow.
And that's where I start my seeds and stuff.
Yeah.
Plants.
Well, I wish we could buy some eggs from you, but we're just kind of passing through. Oh, look at these guys.
That's garlic.
Yeah.
They said to grow garlic with roses to improve the.
Oh, right, because of the bugs.
Yeah, I think it kills bugs.
Let's go. Let's finish the video by saying hi to your dog. Just put it through the window there. So you can hear the dog barking at me. And that's it. And then we can head back to our.
That's vinca. That stuff grows like a weed.
Yeah,
I once dug some up, threw it over the fence, and it landed upside down and grew. So you can't kill it. And these are raspberries over there. And that's my fruit trees along there.
Fruit trees, raspberries, what don't you have? And there's the dog.
Where is Katie? Let's see. Katie. Katie. Come here, sweetie. Good girl.
What a beautiful dog. Well, I appreciate your time.
Okay.
Thanks for the grand tour.
Oh, you're welcome.
And what's your full name again? So people, if everybody wants to stop by and have a grand tour also.
It's Margaret Palmer.
Thank you very much, Margaret.
Yeah, Margaret.
I really appreciate it.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Bye.